And good day. This is Kent Barnes, Superintendent of Schools for the Holly Area School District. Today is Thursday morning, March the 8th, and I'm recording this podcast as the first of several that I'll be sending out today. And this one deals with an issue that I read in a local media publication. Imagine my surprise when I found out recently that a Fenton Township resident brought his firearm with him to vote. His firearm was on his hip when he voted. He exposed the pistol as soon as he entered the building and did not unholster the firearm when he voted. Imagine my surprise when I found out that carrying a firearm into a public school was legal in the state of Michigan. The Michigan Penal Code Act 328, Section 750, 2.234D allows a firearm user to enter a public school with a registered firearm as long as the firearm is visible to everyone. Courts, banks, churches, theaters, sports arenas, hospitals, and establishments with liquor licenses prohibit open firearms. My question then is very simple. Why are schools not listed as a location prohibiting open firearms? Now, please, I am not wanting to get into a debate on the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. Do I own firearms? I sure do. Do I love to target practice? I sure do. Uh, Coming from Kentucky, a very rural area in several locations where I lived, I love to target practice. I'm not as good as I used to be, but when the weather's warm, I go to the appropriate places, and I love to target practice. My concern is this. Allowing a firearm user to enter a public school even with a registered firearm does nothing to make the climate less stressful. Having been an elementary school principal, a middle school principal, a junior high principal, and a high school principal, I know that someone walking into a building, a school building, unless they are a police officer, village, city, unless they're with the state police, county sheriff, if someone just walks in with a firearm on their hip, it raises red flags. So my concern is this. If you have concerns about the current law evidently allowing individuals to carry an open firearm into a school, I would ask you to please contact your legislators and share your concerns. If you feel this is perfectly acceptable, then I would encourage you to call your legislators as well. I simply know that when I was a principal, when my children were in school, and my grandchildren will be going to school in a few years, having someone with a firearm, I'm not sure that eases the climate, especially when you've had recent shootings over the past few years, shootings in schools. So I don't know. I know it's a touchy subject. I know it's a subject that can become very emotional. That's why I would ask you, no matter what side of the fence that your opinion lies, please contact your legislators and let them know your feelings. And as always, I thank you very much for watching this short podcast. There's a few more to follow, and I hope you will watch them at your leisure. Thank you now. Bye-bye.